What does hyperbaric oxygen therapy feel like? I'm going to explain your first session for you because you might be wondering. If you're considering hyperbaric oxygen therapy in a hospital or mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy for the first time, you more than likely have a few questions. And the first one that most people have is, what does it actually feel like? They want to also know, will there be pressure in my ears and what will that feel like? For those who are worried about claustrophobia, they may have questions relating to that. And most importantly, for the majority of people, is it safe? These are very normal questions, and now I'm going to walk you through exactly what your first mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy session typically feels like, step by step. This is important so that you know exactly what to expect. So let's start from the moment you arrive. You'll arrive in a hospital setting or in a mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy clinic or medical clinic. And typically for your first session, the staff will usually explain the process and show you the chamber. Most mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers are designed to be comfortable. Our ones, for example, have a massage chair, a red light bed, and more. They're typically made from very strong reinforced steel, but you can see out via a window. They're very visible. You're not going to feel like you're closed in. You can communicate visually with people on the outside, and you usually have an intercom. You're not in a dark or closed box. It's more like sitting or lying comfortably in a capsule. Many people take books, they meditate while they're in their chamber, and they just take advantage of that moment, an hour for themselves to relax and put themselves into a parasympathetic, relaxed state. So I want to talk a little bit about the moment when the chamber begins to pressurize. This is usually the part most people are curious about if they've never done it before. So as the chamber slowly increases pressure, the main thing you'll notice is a sensation in your ears similar to what you experience in an aeroplane when it is descending for landing. And this is completely normal. Your ears are simply adjusting to the pressure change. Most people equalize their ears naturally by swallowing, yawning, or gently clearing their ears via a Valsalva maneuver. The pressure increase happens gradually, so your body has time to adjust comfortably. This typically happens in the first 9 feet of a dive, or to more or less 1.3 atmospheres. Once the chamber reaches its treatment pressure, the sensation usually, if not always, disappears. From that point on, most people feel very relaxed and they can zone out. Now let's talk about what the session itself feels like. For many people, it's actually quite uneventful, in a good way. You're simply lying comfortably, breathing normally. I suggest you breathe through your nose to activate that parasympathetic nervous system and not mouth breathe, which may keep you into a sympathetic state, okay? Some people feel a sense of deep relaxation. Others notice their sinuses opening slightly because of the oxygen-rich environment. Some people even fall asleep, but this is important, guys, after and only after you reach depth or that desired pressure. Because your body is receiving increased oxygen during the session, some clients report feeling clearer mentally or more energized afterwards, but everyone experiences a little differently. Another common concern people have before their first session is claustrophobia, and this is understandable. But in reality, most mild hyperbaric chambers are quite spacious and transparent. You can see outside the entire time. You can communicate with the staff easily. You can call them if you need to. And the sessions can be stopped at any time if needed. This is very important. You can be out of that chamber within a very short time frame. In my experience, most people who were initially concerned about claustrophobia end up feeling completely comfortable after just a few minutes. And some of these people I've actually put in the chamber before a session without closing the door to make sure they're comfortable. So let's address the question of safety. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy has been used for decades around the world. It's not new, and this is really important to realize. When proper protocols and quality equipment are used, the safety profile is very strong. Sessions are monitored, the pressure is controlled, and the environment is designed to be stable and predictable. Mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers have a very different reality to hospital grade chambers, which use 100% oxygen injected into the chamber under higher pressures, and therefore safety procedures in that environment are very different to those for mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers. In fact, for many people, the most surprising thing about their first session is simply how calm and relaxing it feels. It's a pleasant surprise. There's no dramatic sensation, no discomfort as long as you can equalize okay. Just quiet time where your body is receiving increased oxygen under gentle pressure. And when the session finishes, the chamber slowly depressurizes. You may feel your ears adjust again briefly, okay, cracking, let's say, just like when the pressure was increasing. After that, the chamber opens and the session is complete. Many people describe the experience as peaceful, relaxing, and surprisingly simple. And once they've experienced it for themselves, most of the worries they had beforehand disappear. So if you're considering mild hyperbaric oxygen therapy or even hospital grade oxygen therapy, and you're unsure about what the first session might feel like, hopefully this gives you a clear picture. It's a calm, controlled environment designed to help your body receive one of the most important elements it needs for recovery and repair, and that is oxygen.